John, tell the good people what we're doing here today.
Well, we always believe in being prepared. Impending zombie apocalypse, we all know it's on its way. If a 4570 can smash a bottle of Chernobyl water, it can smash a zombie's face. Similar to how a tornado could smash a poodle's face with a brick.
That's science.
Beavis and Butthead taught me that. Just want to make sure our guns are still on. Always want to make sure you're prepared because you never know what's going to happen. We're kind of in the off season from hunting season. We spend a lot of time doing a lot of shooting during hunting season, but right now it's the middle of the summer, so you don't think about it a lot. So it's important to have these little practice sessions, little training sessions. They call it a drill, I think. Just to keep us on our game. So we're going to make sure the old green dot's still working and we're prepared for anything that comes our way.
Let's have a look at what we're shooting at, John.
Okay, so we have the suspect barn door. You never know if you can trust. You never know what's inside. Zombies always come out of barns. I've seen The Walking Dead like 11 times. So we're going to practice on the Chernobyl water to make sure that if there is something in there, then, well, we're prepared for it.
Okay, and the viewers at home are ready when you are, John.
Okay, it's been a while, so here we go. That's how we know we're prepared for a zombie. But luckily, we've gone one step above that, and we have an actual paper zombie just to triple check. So, we all know you have to hit the zombie in the head. We happen to have a zombie head right there. This is in the name of safety, in the name of preparedness. I'm going to shoot the zombie in the face.
Fire at will.
I believe in grouping, so we're just going to put one more for good luck just to make sure. Let's go make sure he's dead. Practice means perfect. Practice results. All right, Greg, what are we doing now? What's phase 2?
Well, it's important that every member of the team is prepared for the outbreak that's coming. And what that's going to entail is basically all of the tools at our disposal are going to need to be on point and on par to take care of the challenge that is befalling us right now. John, luckily, is on with his 4570, which has been in the closet for like 3 months now, 4 months?
Just since bear season.
It's pretty amazing that he pulled it out and put it on point right away.
Practice and be prepared.
To know during the zombie outbreak. So what we have here is a shotgun, and everyone likes to talk about shotguns in the zombie apocalypse or when society breaks down, and they talk about the benefits to a shotgun being the fact that it's got a good spread. You know, you got a good spread. You don't need to. You can just. It's like there's this perception that a shotgun has this cone of death, that everything downrange from it is going to be killed. And obviously anyone who's ever hunted geese knows that that's not the case. You need to be very precise, and you need to make sure that your shotgun patterns properly. So that's what we're doing here today. We've got a zombie who's clearly breaking free of the barn, which is where they like to stay. They hibernate there. Next to it, we've got the worst beer in existence. It is a ginger-flavored beer from Alley Cat, who normally make good beer, but in this case, it's enough to raise the dead.
Well, we can't have that in the world any more than we can have zombies. You say practice first, then perfection.
Okay.
Fire when ready, sir.
Excuse me?
I said fire when ready.
Okay.
Practice, perfection.
Practice is perfection.
Now watch this zombie's face explode. What do you think?
We're ready for the zombies.
Well, let's go make sure. Let's go see what you did. Okay, Greg, well, let's see what your results were.
At these intermediate 25-meter ranges, it's nice to know that you're going to put a good percentage of your shot into the vitals of the zombie. So, like, we're at 25 meters, and a large proportion of these pellets, which are triple B, Great Goose load, as a matter of fact, have completely incapacitated this zombie. So we've got like a 30% or so of the pellets have actually struck the zombie head, incapacitating it, but also, were this not to have been the perfectly aimed shot that it were, we would have also incapacitated the shoulder and a good portion of the chest area as well.
That's what we're looking for. That's results.
Yep.
It's also important to remember another way of attack is if there's multiple zombies and you need multiple shooters, well, you just got to be prepared for anything. So we got to practice absolutely everything. So this is what we call a tandem, shooting at multiple targets. Gregor, behind the line. Behind the line, safety first. You know, no, don't defy me. Hey, what if this is the real thing? Come on. Come on. Okay.
Always stay behind the shooters, Ruger.
Behind the line. We talked about this. Good boy.
Now, when the zombies come, you know you're not going to have time to get into perfect shooting position. You're not going to be at the range. You're not going to be at the bench. You're not going to have your shotgun in a lead sled. You aren't going to be taking time for measured shots. You're going to have zombies emerging from the barn in a hurry.
We always say you practice how you hunt. These are the reality of the situation, where things are going to happen, where all of a sudden all these little bastards start pouring out. Is this going to be the two of us standing here with our guns at our hip? And if that's the case, well then, damn it, we have to be prepared for it. That's why we practice. Practice perfection. Ready?
Zombies.
Go. Practice perfection.
Practice is perfection.
That's your body break tip of the week. When you practice, you're prepared. When you're prepared, you get results. It's not just for us, you guys. Like, think of your families. Be prepared.
Okay, so everybody knows that you never want to take the panic shot. You never want to put yourself into a position where the only option you have is to shoot wildly from the hip at the zombie. Now, luckily, because we practice how we hunt, we were able to make that fatal killing shot with admittedly a poor percentage, but it was a poor percentage situation. So
Practice is as close to perfection as we can get.
Precisely. In these situations, perfection is a happy outcome, and we most certainly had an happy outcome. Now we really want to make sure, however, that when the zombies are coming, we can keep our cool and practice our aimed, measured shots at range at the emerging threat. So here we've got a zombie, once again, emerging from the barn, and John and myself are going to engage the zombie, move towards it. We're going to expend our shells, watching and looking for new targets to be emerging or not, and make sure that the threat is neutralized.
That's exactly it. When you're confident, when you practice, make yourself confident, then you're going to be a higher percentage shot, and you're not going to be as panicked. You're not going to be thinking like you have to shoot from the hip. You'll just know that every shot you take will be precise. Take the time to make it. Do it as fast as you can, and you'll be successful.
And remember, folks, practice is perfection.
Perfection. On your go.
Zombies.
Go. Empty. That's a dead zombie.
So again, here we are. I think we can safely say that this particular zombie won't be ruining anyone else's day, and has in fact had a very bad day of its own. As we moved closer, these shots came in tighter, so the further we were away, obviously, the worse the shots were. But as we moved in and engaged this zombie, we got our grouping right down here so that this zombie was eliminated, and again, we really have practiced this situation as it would be occurring in real life, were this zombie emerging from my barn.
Practice, adapt, adjust, stay alive. Practice is perfection.
Practice is perfection.
Right on, buddy.